and stuff.
Yeah,
So
it was
yeah.
hard. Very, very
You didn't
tough.
co-
Get a house, plop down, stay there for the duration of making a movie. Yeah, it's fun.
We have speed, Jimmy.
Somebody's phone is on.
Turn off the phones.
Somebody beeped. My God, they beeped.
All my tones off. I just turned it off.
All right, right. I mean, you've got like 1,000 Emmys, I think, now, and you've got like a couple thousand Oscars. Is there any rivalry between you two guys? Is that why you're here today, so you won't talk about each other?
Wow.
I never even thought that I could have utilized that.
Me neither, but now that you pick it up.
Let's go off and break up so we can really tell the honest truth about each other.
These are two titans together in one room.
Titans?
Titans.
Titans.
Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans. What a
Man,
time.
oh man.
Man. No, that had nothing to do with it.
Competitive thing just doesn't exist. We're just one big happy Toy Story family.
Buzz
That's
and
right,
Woody
baby.
never count lines and make sure one doesn't have more lines than
I
the other.
didn't. I didn't up until this movie. I actually did. There was a point of me that got a little bit small. I'm watching it going, God, he's got a lot more lines than he had last movie, didn't he?
I kept hearing about, oh boy, we did this great thing with Buzz in the toy store and he sees all these other Buzzes. So let me get this straight. There's more than one Buzz in this movie?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Thousands.
And they're
Thousands
all,
of Buzzes.
Who is doing the voice of the other Buzzes? Tim's doing it.
He gets paid for all those buzzes,
Oh,
too,
yeah,
I
I
believe,
was-
as part of the deal.
Okay.
But, you know,
all right.
he's the hero. You know, once
Absolutely.
again, he gets saved.
He's the matinee idol, so to speak.
Well, I have a sneaking suspicion that cowboy gear is going to go big this year. I mean, last year, or no, what-
Last year?
well, when your beard was actually its
Last
normal
pass.
color, we had the Buzz doll outsold Woody's like.
Oh, it did?
Oh boy, huge.
Yeah.
But this is so cleverly done. All the cowboy stuff is really cool. And I'm just guessing, the kid in me is going, you know, that space stuff is cool, but the record player.
I'm
and
looking
all
That
for
was pretty cool
Playtone to
stuff.
come out
That
with a
was
couple of
pretty
new
good
albums
stuff.
of Western songs.
Well, that's what I'm
That'd be
saying.
fun, yeah.
Who did that?
That was Randy Newman again.
Yes.
He sang all that Western
I
stuff?
think he did. Well, he composed the
'Cause
Woody's Roundup
He's
theme,
great.
which
I
is
thought
kind
you
of like
said
amazing.
you sang that.
No, they had me sing a version of "You Got a Friend in Me."
Is that you?
That's me. Yeah. Can you believe that?
Well, it's actually not bad.
I have never been more intimidated
Yeah.
in the recording studio than that day.
Do you
You're
guys
singing
remember?
the extra-
Yeah, I actually
Do you
sang.
remember a toy that was a real big deal for Christmas? The one particular Christmas that you had got something you really wanted?
Major Matt Mason by Mattel, who was a spaceman, who was an astronaut, who walked on the moon. Major Matt Mason.
It was a Buzz Lightyear wannabe.
Well, he was kind of like a bendable,
he do?
posable. He was essentially Gumby technology. You know, he was made of rubber.
Major Matt Mason.
Major Matt Mason.
I don't
He had a
remember that one
helmet.
myself. What year?
Mattel.
Really?
This would be the height of the space program. This would be 1969, 70, around there.
By Marx.
71. By Mattel.
Well,
Thank you
Marx,
very
I say
much.
by Marx. There's Hasbro, Marx.
Hasbro, Marx, and
There's
Mattel.
a little by Marx. There's a
Yeah.
little
What
bird.
What about
or
you,
something.
Tim? Any big
It
toys?
was called. I don't know the name of it, and I've asked this before. It was a space station on the moon,
Wow.
and you'd put a battery in it, and the top would open up. A clear plastic top opened up, and as a missile would come out. Right away, we established a weapons base on the moon, but it had a little turret, and it was a whole bunch of things going. With rock. There was a rock part of it. It was built into this rock, and it opened up and shot a pointed, hard plastic missile at a high rate of speed. So a lot of eyes were. But this is
I
when
guess
toys
so,
were toys,
yeah,
and
right.
kids were blind.
I'm so boring. My favorite Christmas was the one I got the big train on the wooden platform. and
You
the-
are boring.
That was boring.
That was it?
I love that
I was
train.
one of the Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Ah.
and never, by Marx.
By Marx.
Never got him. Although they make an appearance in
They
Toy
make
Story
an appearance
2.
in this, and
It's
it's very funny.
hilarious.
Wait a minute,
All right, here's your chance.
What are you talking about? Oh, no.
Here's your chance to make you feel better. Did any of you ever want a Barbie?
Oh,
Go ahead,
boy,
Tim.
look at the time. Here we go with the Titans. No, but I did. Man, that's so weird. I got G.I. Joe, and I had to hide it because I only bought G.I. Joe to get the little machine gun, all his accessory packs. Didn't know what to do with them, but I actually stripped him down naked, interrogated him, and put him under the basement. 'Cause I didn't want any of my buddies to know that I had to get G.I. Joe.
Really, G.I. Joe?
I bought there's a G.I. Joe action pack, and with it had a 50 caliber air-cooled machine gun, grenades, and I loved all that stuff.
So the missiles on the moon and the grenades. And
Well, I just like stuff. I mean, these space stuff, military stuff. I was.
He was
into.
scaring me because I thought he was telling me he was going to get the action pack and put it on the Barbie, which would have been
Ooh, now
been
there.
very
Yeah, that would've
interesting.
made
You know,
Barbie
first
interesting.
macho
Now
Barbie.
that would have been. I'm already thinking right now.
Yeah.
Because there's some
That
tough
would've made
Barbies out there today. You know, the boxing world and that kind of thing.
Well, not only that, but there's that Japanese cartoon. What's that called?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Not Pokemon. There's some Japanese cartoon with.
Dragon Z. I don't know.
She's a girl. She's a terrorist, and she's got no clothes on and stuff.
Boy,
Oh,
I
Terrorist
need to
Girl.
get that
No, you
channel.
see it
Tom,
on,
can you
no,
get that
it's
channel
on,
for
it's
me
on
and send it to me?
MTV on their animation thing, and
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have brought it up. 'cause
Maybe not.
Maybe it's too late at night to be watching.
It's so rare that a sequel is as good as the first one. I really enjoyed this one. I don't know if you guys ever seen the whole movie yet, have you?
Yeah, we did. We saw it together.
Isn't it fun? I mean,
It's
it's just a
amazing.
nice present for the families, and all the families can go without worrying about hearing words and,
Better,
and all
it's
that stuff.
better, but we said it, I don't think it's better. I like Toy
I don't
Story.
know if it's better. I like it as much.
I like it as much, and I think it's not, and Tom said it best, but I'm going to take his line, is it's not like a sequel. It's just another movie.
It's a continuing on, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just as original as the original.
It's
I mean,
prettier.
if that's
God,
possible.
it's prettier.
Something about it, yeah.
It's a beautiful lighting. I mean, how they've ramped up a bit from they learned a bunch from Bug's Life about reflective surfaces and stuff.
Is
All
that
this-
right?
Yeah,
Is
they
it like
did.
The technology itself is actually
30% better according to John Lasseter at Pixar.
Somebody can do this kind of thing, and that's real hard
Well,
to do.
look
with
at
something.
Wayne
There's some
Wayne
things.
Knight, who plays Al in Al's
Yeah.
Toy Barn. It sounds disgusting, but look at
Yeah.
the hair on his nose.
He
Yeah.
looks real.
They could not do human skin in the first one,
Right.
which they can now do. I mean, even like the Cheetos, like the Cheetos.
On his
Wow, that was
fingers.
scary.
That's like
It was
really
like,
amazing.
this is fuzz.
There's
You
there's
can-
still a little bit of weirdness when the kid walking around, he and his mom.
Okay.
Not as good as Al, but the reflective surfaces of my
fun to
face, or the
watch.
cars, or the water in the street.
So I think people will flock to it just to see the reflective surfaces.
You know, Tom, you got to make jokes, don't you? I'm just trying to be really intelligent and say zygote was
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist. or
Zygote. That's like a mineral or something like
no,
that.
it's a bacteria, isn't it? Zygote.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Bye. You know what I've watched about? I guess I've watched it at least 5